two evacuation buses shelled by Russians in the town of Popasna. The drivers have not get in touch since then. The accident took place on April 29. Connection with the drivers was lost. Yesterday 31 people were evacuated from Popasna. There were many more people willing, so 2 more buses were sent to the city, Serhiy Haidai said. It is reported that people reached the city and were targeted by the group of hostile saboteurs. Over the 2 months of occupation of Mariupol, the Russians have killed twice as many people there as the Nazis did in 2 years during World War II. Mariupol City Council reports that the Nazis killed 10,000 residents in 2 years, but the Russian occupiers have killed more than 20,000 people in 2 months. Since the beginning of the full-scale invasion, the Russian military has illegally displaced as many Mariupol residents as Hitler's troops did during the years of occupation. Virtually every day occupiers drop about 30 aerial bombs on Mariupol, without sparing civilians. The only way to describe what is happening to this peaceful city is as genocide against the Ukrainian people. Russian occupiers are planning to host a so-called Congress of Representatives on the 30th of April to make it look like Crimean Tatars support Russia. Due to the lack of volunteers, FSS is forcing budget sector workers to attend the Congress. This was reported by the head of Crimean Tatar People's Melis, Rifat Chubarov. Russian special forces will also make the attendance mandatory for government-funded students of the Crimean University of Engineering and Education. Additionally, this applies to other workers of the governmental budget sector, in particular, teachers. The decision about the emergency Congress was made by the Russian-imposed government in Crimea after an urgent call from the Kremlin. The call was instigated as a result of the Melis's and the Crimean people's strong position aimed at strengthening the unitedness of the Ukrainian nation in light of the full-scale Russian-Ukrainian war and mobilizing the international community against Russian aggression. In the Bucha district of Kyiv region, another place of mass burial of civilians who died at the hands of the occupiers was found. The burial place was found on April 29, in the woods near the small village of Muratsky. Police found a pit with the bodies of 3 men who were tortured and killed by Russian soldiers. The racists shot people in the limbs and other parts of the body, then buried the bodies to cover up their war crimes. The victims were tortured for a long period of time. Bullet wounds were found on the extremities. Finally, each of the men was shot in the ear. The chief of police of the Kyiv region, Andriy Nebatov, declared. The occupiers also tied the victims' hands and covered their faces with cloth, and some men found something like a gag in their mouths.
Let's win together. Glory to Ukraine. Academ.media was with you.